I've been asked several times, how many medicine wheel teachings are there? Well, there's quite a lot.
There's the wheel of approaches. This shows us we have several options when it comes to addressing difficult situations. It can open our eyes to new ways of dealing with things. We have the modes of stalking, showing us our default settings and other options we may not have thought about. We have the lessons on assuming authority. This teaches us how to take control of our life. There's the circle of winning and the circle of loss. They go with the teaching on assuming authority. This teaching shows us how to turn our losses into victories and find the hidden lessons in every loss. We have the lessons on human brain waves and how they correspond to our inner personas. This teaching shows us how our brain waves change as we grow older and how, by using brainwave manipulation, we can communicate better with our inner elders, children, and adults. This helps us to fight the fear feeder voices, gain deeper insight, and find new solutions for better living. There's the career wheel, showing us all the options and gifts that we can collect for ourselves and share with the world. This teaching helps us to find the right career path in life, which usually changes over the years. We have the circles of life. This is a very involved teaching, showing us what we can expect in the future, our present perspective, and how our frame of reference affected our lives in the past. This can show us new ways of looking at our history so that we see how we were the victor and not the victim. It helps us to find our power and recognize that we've had this native strength all along. There's the healing wheel. It shows us how different parts of the body align with the wheel of life, and this gives us an idea of how things that we do in life may have affected our body. The parenting and child wheels show us what life can be like growing up, as does the family types wheel. These can be used to examine how our childhood influenced us and how we can let go of any leftover baggage, as well as how we can be better parents to our own children. The lover's mask wheel shows us the faces we may wear around our partners and how those may not necessarily be healthy. This wheel can also be used for a little role-playing fun. The toxic masculinity and femininity wheels expose how society has taught us to act in ways that are harmful to ourselves and to others. Recognizing this is the first step to changing it. There are 32 different medicine wheels on Bullies. These can help us identify a bully before we entwine our life with theirs and how to escape their influence. The wheels about our different worlds and how we choreograph our energy show us that little things matter. Small ripples of imbalance become great waves knocking us down over time. The heyokas, the arenas, and the areas of life show us how important quality of life is and where it really lies. These help us to keep things in perspective and identify important problems. The fear feeders wheel introduces us to the many ways we sabotage ourselves. It points out how our fears hold us back and change who we are. This wheel helps us to identify the fear feeder voices. They put us down and fill us with self-doubt, shame, and fear of failure and judgment. We're always better off ignoring them. The circle of foxes teaches us what it's like to lose ourselves and give away our power by focusing on what others think of us. The dance of the coyote's wheel is the opposite. It shows us how to live our lives for ourselves and find our true nature. The wheel of excuses forces us to look at the things we say to ourselves and others that give away our power. These keep us from growing and becoming the people that we were meant to be. The process of life experience examines how beliefs are formed. It shows us how we've been programmed to believe certain things. Sometimes our beliefs are not based on facts, and they can hold us back from finding the truth and our own light. The story of your life is the key to unlocking the many ways we can change our life and give ourselves the gift of a better future. It shows us how we can take control of our future and put the past in perspective. In addition, there are also teaching triangles, like the guilt, blame, shame triangle and the victim, persecutor, rescuer triangle. These show us patterns we fall into with others. These behaviors and roles are destructive. When we've learned how to recognize them, we can take ourselves out of these toxic patterns. There are also personalized medicine wheel spins, like the walk of the wolf, the flight of the eagle, the pace of the bear, and the stalk of the jaguar. These complicated spins show us our individual tendencies and ways to change our default settings. They help us to overcome any unhelpful upbringing and release negative thoughts and habits. Since they're so individualized and complicated, they often require personalized advice and are only available on Patreon for this reason. Native Strength is a whole, complete system of mental health care that's been handed down for thousands of years. It taps into the strength we all have inside of us, our native strength, and shows us how to use it.